This is Andrew. Andrew is 29 years old, recently separated from his fiancée and completely unsatisfied with his work. He's reached a point where his previous goals and beliefs just don't excite him anymore. And this is Mary. Mary is in her late 40s, recently divorced, and her kids have all grown up and moved out. She's reached a point where her previous goals and beliefs just don't excite her anymore. What do these two have in common? Despite having such different life experiences and being so far apart in age, they both feel the same way. A way that all of us have felt at one time or another. They feel lost. Lost in a world where it seems like everyone else is getting along just fine. We always think that every time we feel like this will be the last. That if we could just find the right person, the right city, the right passion, then we will be at home forever. The sad reality is that ending up in this space between homes is something that time and the world just does to us. We change, our loved ones change, and the world around us changes, undoing every perfect life with enough time. Our first reaction to this is to try and find something new to jump into. We search for a new partner or purpose to throw ourselves at, but this is actually a big problem. When we run full speed into something new just to get away from the fear and anxiety that comes from feeling lost, we often end up falling into some kind of trap. Some kind of trick that will just make things worse. In this video, we will explore why it is okay to feel lost. And more than that, we will talk about why learning to live and even love life while lost, like a ship sailing the seas with no destination, could actually be one of the greatest things that ever happens to you. Living life without a story. This is the first hurdle, resisting the urge to have a plan. To tell yourself that you are living out this or that story is crucial for learning how to live while lost. Have patience with everything that remains unsolved in your heart. Live in the question. Your past is still fresh and your new future is a ways away. So trying to solve the trauma and problems that have you all knotted up won't do anything except stuff things down that will only come back up in uglier ways. This is honestly the hardest part of this whole process because there is no guarantee that it's the right move, and your fears will be telling you to run somewhere safe and comforting. But I promise you it is worth it to hold out because the power you'll get once you're able to make this journey without fear will change your life forever. You could liken this first step to a leap of faith, a point where you need to just decide to live life as it is now and not think about where it's going. After all, as Alan Watts once said, the only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, to move with it, and join the dance. Tough introspection. So, you've decided to take this path. Now what's needed is a tough look inside. Even if much of the past you are letting go of was toxic people or a bad environment, we need to realize that not everything is the world's fault. We too are often part of the problem. From unaddressed traumatic memories to desires that take hold of us, there's usually something that makes us behave in a way we wish we didn't. If you're going to regain control over your life and really steer the ship, you need to master yourself. And the first step is radical honesty about what needs to get better. This is the time to let go of bad people and to set priorities that you will hold yourself to. As famous 20th century psychologist Carl Jung said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." And this is exactly the attitude that we need in order to move on to the next step. Becoming a wanderer. Travel brings power and love back into your life. Rumi, a 13th century mystic and philosopher, spoke of the spiritual journey and the search for love in our lives that takes us in many directions we could never predict. He often speaks of divine love as the driving force behind human existence. For Rumi, love is not merely an emotion between individuals, but also a profound, all-encompassing love. He uses the metaphor of the lover and the beloved to describe the soul's yearning for unity with the divine. Rumi's philosophy emphasizes the idea of a spiritual journey or quest. He believed that this journey involves the purification of the self, the cultivation of virtues, and the deepening of one's spiritual awareness. It's difficult to imagine, but let me try and explain what this is supposed to look like. Normally, our beliefs play a central role in our understanding of the things that happen to us. What people say to us, news headlines, and even getting cut off in traffic are presented to us not as they simply are, but as our beliefs tell us they are. For instance, if we believe that bad things only happen to bad people, then we will get upset and feel wronged when bad luck comes our way. But if we realize that there is no rhyme or reason to these random events and that they are actually inevitable and continuous parts of what it means to be a human, much of the frustration and feelings of unfairness simply melt away. But don't just take my word for it. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher in his own right, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." And it's from here that we can actually see our world come to life. No more shame or guilt in pursuing whatever interests you. No more looking to others for validation. And most importantly, finally being able to be who you really are and feeling damn good about it. Finding your new home. The longest road out is the shortest road home. It may have seemed like this whole time I was telling you to learn to live like this forever, to live out your days wandering from place to place and curiosity to curiosity. The ironic part is, we now come full circle back to the beginning. You see, the hero always returns home at the end of the journey, but home isn't quite right until the journey is completed. The whole point of living like this is not to do away with the idea of home, but to find the right home or person and know for sure it's what you've been looking for. Now you can rest easy knowing you're on the right path, your path. On top of that, when life comes to a crossroads again, when it's time to make tough choices, move on, and embrace the new, you will know that you can do it. You won't be afraid of it. You won't ignore it when it comes, and you won't run into something bad just to feel better. You will charge headfirst into the unknown because that's life, and now you're strong enough to take it. But this isn't the final step. There's one more thing to remind ourselves of. Being good. The Zoroastrians had a saying: follow the threefold path of a Shah: good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. When we learn to be independent and spend so much time focusing on ourselves, it can start to feel like we always need to put ourselves first. But the point of this is not to always look out just for yourself, but simply to regain the freedom and strength to be able to choose yourself. When we are good, when we work hard to be better and learn from our mistakes, we make everyone around us better. No one can do anything in this world alone. Take care of your friends, family, relationships, and of course, yourself. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. I'd like to leave you off with a poem called "The Light in the Heart" by Roy T. Bennett. Don't just learn, experience. Don't just read, absorb. Don't just change, transform. Don't just relate, advocate. Don't just promise, prove. Don't just criticize, but encourage. Don't just think, ponder. Don't just take, give. Don't just see, feel. Don't just dream, do. Don't just hear, listen. Don't just talk, act. Don't just tell, show. And don't just exist, live. Don't forget to check out our members section after this video. You will find exclusive members-only videos, access to our Discord, and more. We are a small channel, and growing on this platform is hard these days, so any support you guys can lend is really appreciated. At the end of the day, just watching, leaving a like, and a comment means the world to us. So thank you to all who have and continue to support us.